too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsche. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went fortunate. Put the ton on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it effortless. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time it gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time it gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got time with you. All of these my body, I got paid somebody keep checking my pose. Walking the club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the. Water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mode. Every time it gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time it gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Crazy different city.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
We got 4. All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
The LSU man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Play action. Elway. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to the air. Elway after the pick six. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
3-19.
2nd and 10, Elway. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
39.
On 3rd down, Elway. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that was the first carry of the game for LaDainian Tomlinson. His first touch, our first look at him in this contest.
That's so good. I remember at the time of his retirement, he was 5th all-time in career rushing yards, just under 14,000.
Yeah, how about that? 2nd in career rushing touchdowns with 145 as well.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. C.J. Mosley not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Elway. And this is going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. yards carried out for Rex Burkhead. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
From the gun on third down, it's Elway. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Crunch time, defense.
Over. Hot.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Please contact District Services or security immediately for assistance.
Over.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Here we go. Blue 90.
On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Elway. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Elway. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
41 mic.
From the gun, it's Elway. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, New Orleans. LaDainian Tomlinson, 36 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Reggie White in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Blue.
They fake the give. Now Elway. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Set. 3-19.
They'll indeed go for it with Elway. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leopard.
Tight end left. Hey. 4 down.
Here's Elway. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Single slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the run, it's Tomlinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Right. Four down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
They run with LT. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Now Elway to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now back out comes the offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
After the interception, here's Elway. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Out. 3 down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Final play of the half. It's Elway. Dancing to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, Elway going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Now let's go. Blue.
Here's Elway to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw is Elway. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
3 down.
They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Set. Blue. 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Burke had a 1st down and then some. The 20. Touchdown. Rex Burkhead, 43 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Watch it now,
Because
Barney.
once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. The 30. And a cut to the right and some open. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. LaDainian Tomlinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Watch left, tight end to the left, tight end left.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Elway. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Reggie White able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Back now here live in New Orleans as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Leopard.
Hey, switch gears.
A carry now for LT. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They go again to Tomlinson. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now it's Elway. Oh, some strong. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, New Orleans. Antonio Brown, 49 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge?
Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why,
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need a bank. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like this after more than just.
All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's Solo Challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10.
87's me. 87's me.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not any places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation.
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. 64 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
3 down.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Williams. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Oh, it's going to be a long day, fellas. Right here.
Trap how G go too fast. I don't even wear no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went fortunate. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. On 2nd down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Didn't work out this time, but there's always next time. And we'll... First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. Vick operating on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards. From the red zone now, Vick. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Michael Vick. Pushing his... And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Not the results you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. A first down throw coming for Vick. Past the 20. And the catch made by Hopkins. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you above average. How many more I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that?
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana Gold Yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big, like a dinosaur did it.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays. And
you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He's got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Mike's 54.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. See you next time. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Here's Vic. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 54 yards. Now Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourself.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
On my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like them in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on me. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, now getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me.
You got a picture me. Send me calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I seen a new Bay alert, don't be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with two dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag.
on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh, don't make me have to love you. No, hold up, pull my out the jaw, come on. Ooh, savage, that's a nice get up. International, rockin' Japanese denim. Enough gas to get you a rough package. How many more I have to from my enemies? They bringing my old ways back. Back in my day, would've had your whole face smacked. Look at you, wonder why hate rap. Ooh, what make you wanna go and say that? And I'm on another wave, and I'm putting on some weight. Feeling overpaid, I'm supposed to do. Don't nobody know your name, we ain't never seen your face. You ain't never, what you trying to prove? I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up. Pull my out the jaw, come on. I've been swimming through the process and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed with caution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Older on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick, why drop kick? Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace? Talk about don't shoot, tell that to police. Scared and underprepared, I can see. Promise I'ma get them comments before I decease. I never wanted to ever be over. I'm out of Philly, I thought it'd be colder. I might need a chauffeur. Check out my chicky, check out my now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no, hold up. Pull my out the jaw, come on. Now who are you? I don't know what you do. I don't know you short a few. Oh no.
Hey, Pete, let it ride out.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. I'm on the road, I'm getting paid like what you want, baby. You a bougie, baby, but I love you, baby. Give you the world, baby. Pay $5 grand for a handbag like Saint Laurent, baby. We love that money, baby. 100,000 plus 100,000 my way. 30,000 plus 30,000 my wrist. We got those bad, that's I swear, baby, it was just kiss, now that's it. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the charge and take the fall from me. Would love to take you shopping, but I'm in your town. Sorry, little mama, I can give you more. Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sitting right now. Could you? I got too much on my mind right now. Tell that hero Dale, get my baby 30,000. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah. Bar for me. Bar for me, yeah.
Gotta hit him on the jack. When you coming back, where's you at on the map? Everything is intact. Could've been a seamstress, still wouldn't cut him slack. Pretty much ain't got a clue. Itty bitty piggyback off everything I do. But I'm still dropping. Got him looking like James Harden.